Hi everyone, today we have a problem when we are given a flower bed in form of the array where 0, 1 represents that the flower is planted and 0 represents that that spot is empty. And also we are given an n which represents the number of the flowers that we need to plant, but we cannot plant the two flowers adjacent to each other. So for example, let's say that we cannot plant the flower here, right? We cannot plant the flower here, we can plant the flower here. If we can plant all the flowers that are given in n, then in that case we are returning true, otherwise we are returning false. So for example, let's say that here we can plant one flower here, right, in the middle. So we can plant one flower here in the middle, 1, and we have 1 0 1 0 1. So we are returning true in this case. But let's say that if we have 2 here as an input 2, we cannot plant the 2 flowers here, we are returning false. How we are going to solve this problem? The solution is pretty straightforward. So what we are going to do is we are going to go over our array and we are going to check if the flower is planted there, so which means that if the I is equals to 1, so if the flower bed I is equals to 1, so which means that this scenario, right, this scenario, then in that case we are going to jump the 2 steps ahead. So what we are going to do is we cannot plant here, so we are going to go to the next one, right? So we are going to go here, and the next one we are going to check. So in the next step again we are checking if the value is equals to 0. If the value is equals to 0, we are going to do following. The first one is that we are going to check that if the next one is equals to, if the next one is also equals to 0, right? So we are at this position, our I is here, so we are checking that if I plus 1 is also 0, if I plus 1 is also 0, but also we should not exceed the array. We should check that if our I plus 1 is lower than length of the array. If that is, then in that case, if this condition is met, so what we are doing, right? So we are planting our flower there. In our case, we are just simply subtracting from the n, right? So we are decrementing n, and we are again jumping 2 steps ahead. So we are adding I here, and we are jumping 2 steps ahead here, right? So that's the first case. What are the other cases? The other case is that this is the first case, but the other case is, let's say that we have planted here, right? So we have planted 1 here, and also we are at the end of the array. If we are at the end of the array, we are checking that if we are at the end of the array, so the I is equals to length of our array, and we are at the last position, so our I is here, and in that case, if that is equals to 0, so then in that case we can also plant the flower here, right? So that's another case that we are adding here. This is for this case, and the one more case is that this one, right? So for example, let's say that we have added I here, so we have planted 1 here, so we have changed that to 1. Now we made it 2 steps, we jumped here, we planted here, and then we are making another jump 2 steps, and now we are here. Can we plant here? If we cannot plant here, then in that case we need to jump how many steps? We need to jump 3 steps, right? So the 0, and the next one is that the 0, and the next one is 1. So which means that we need to jump from here to here. That's why we are adding I is equals to I plus 3. And at the end, so what we do, we are checking that if our n is equals to 0 or less than 0, then in that case, which means that we have planted all our flowers, we are returning true. Otherwise, we are returning false.